Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Big hold of the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Yard line.
A Another try for Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run forward with Mixon, and he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
It's a turnover on downs.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and some room to roam now. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play that time out of Chubb. 79 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Stepping. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Mixon on the toss right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll try again with Chubb. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Steps away to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Incomplete.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Sets up first.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one he'd operate off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Here's Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Score Browns 21, Bengals 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play.
Bengals 14. Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They toss to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample.
Burrow's
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From midfield now, Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 7.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. That gain on third down, good for 28. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots.